Foundation, Incubation Center, and GNCTD and DST Government of India. Total 17 incubatees and 100 plus pre-incubatees are benefited through startups and incubation facilities at Anveshan Foundation. Associated with GIZ India, Nexus, Reiki Foundation, Cisco, Nescom Foundation, EduTech Foundation, HDFC Bank, TIE, etc. During his tenure with Anveshan, he conducted more than 250 such events as boot camps, workshops, hackathons, mentorship sessions, incubators meet, investors meets, and etc. He also worked with a few management institutes within the capacity of HRD, management studies, professor, assistant professor, senior lecturer, and lecturer. He conducted 100 plus workshops in his domain of entrepreneurship, capacity building, and small business development at Leesburg, MOSDE. He is a registered mentor with Startup India, Nexus, and many other government incubation centers. He conducted more than 1,000 workshops, boot camps all around the country in the arena of entrepreneurship and startups. He is a growth hacker for the early startups and expert consultancy in drafting term sheet, final negotiation with investors, startups, and business organs. We welcome you, sir. I request Honorable Director and President IIC ITS Engineering College to felicitate Dr. V.K. Arora. Sir is not there. So I request PC Jha sir, is the member of IIC, to felicitate Dr. V.K. Arora with the
Sir.
Introduction. This kind of introduction actually I was not expecting. I can understand what kind of exercise you have already done through my resume and my website. But in this particular section we will be talking about the pre-incubation and incubation in large to make you understand, so that my objective and my mission is this, that when you are going to interact with your students or your pre-incubatees, how you can convert them as a successful entrepreneur. So my only request is this, that if you feel any question, if you have any question or feel any difficulty during my presentation, whatever is there in your mind, please feel free asking me. So don't bring anything back to your home. So no matter whatever the questions or whatever the terminologies you are not understanding, the reason is this, that I do understand that you are faculty members and some of the new terms which are there pertaining to entrepreneurship and this startup ecosystem may be new for you. So it is always a good idea to have a discussion over here, because the field is very large. And I do understand that in this time period of 2 hours or 1.5 hours, we might not be complete or cover everything. But whatever the maximum we can cover, I will try to make it for you. Okay? So first of all, with this particular objective, that when you are going to interact with some of your, if you want, you can come over here. If some of
दो लोग इधर आ जाए, दो चेयर है इधर. आप लोग दो आ जाइए, दो लोग आ जाइए.
Okay, if you are comfortable there, it is also fine. So this way, so I am going to start with my first slide, and in this particular slide, you try to understand that what is the complete process. How you or your budding entrepreneur or one of individual, if they want to start their own business venture, are you comfortable with this language, or shall I speak in Hindi also? This is completely fine. So whatever the difficulty if you face, so how to make them comfortable in this particular line. But the important part is also this, that I am also faculty with some of the management institute, and I do understand that what type of perception these days about the faculty people are having, any of the stakeholders. But actually when we say that we are a teacher, then anybody might be understanding that they must be restricted with some syllabus. Right? And perhaps that is the difference when we talk about a teacher and when we talk about a trainer. So one step ahead, there is one very important field that you become a trainer. Instead of becoming a teacher, you become a trainer. When you talk about trainer, means you are up to date, as Mishra sir was just mentioning, that you are up to date that what is happening around the world, new things what are happening, what are the creativities, what are the innovations happening in this particular realm, and then what we become, what we say that we are a trainer. And when we train someone, then I am talking about the trainees, how long you can handhold them. How long you can handhold them. Means you can work as a mentor or you can work as an advisor. Mentor to bring whom that particular person and advisor to his upcoming company or firm. How long you can do, that is a hand-holding work if you are going to do. So one more step ahead, you can become an advisor or maybe as a mentor to that particular company or to that particular entrepreneur. So in the reverse way, why the reverse way you are coming back to the corporate world. By reverse way, we are coming to the corporate world. And this is my perception, as sir was also mentioning, that some of the people from the academia, they have first joined incubation center. Then after getting some kind of promotions or some kind of increments in their life, now they are coming to, they are going to attend or they are attending some events of DST, some of the startups they are working, many kind of strategies they are making for the corporate. And once you see that your students company that is moving ahead and it is close to the minicorn or it is close to the unicorn or unicorn, whatever the things that you will also see. So at that time you feel pride that yes, you have done something for the society, right? And you will also be known at the same time. If you are mentor with 5 very good successful company or startup, then you too will be also be known about it. But trust me that this is a field where you are going to enjoy a lot. Right, sir was also mentioning, Mishra sir was also mentioning, I am just taking the example because for me Mishra sir is a pioneer in this particular field. And because he started in the year 2000 and I was in this particular field in the year 2002. So when you will start working into this now, there are two terms which are very much interrelated. But one is the happiness and another one is the success. Now whatever way you define success, generally we relate success with some assets creation or the revenue or whatever, what is your satisfaction level, we measure it with this. But whatever and however you define success, there is one important term which is happiness. Generally what we do, that first we try to become a successful person, then after we try to provide or make ourselves as a happy person. Just reverse it. Just think about it that first you become a happy person. Then I assure you that you will be 100% successful in any of the field wherever you want. You know why this happens? Because if you are happy, you gain confidence. And in this particular area, when we are talking about the startup ecosystem and this particular domain, you will be happy. This I am assuring you. Because I am in this field from last 20 years. From the beginning, when I was in childhood days, I used to make my own library. At the age of 8 years old, I made lottery system. Once I saw that this is the lottery, at that time my house was constructing. When I was young, at 8 years old, I made those lotteries and then after I sold them to all the workers over there. My father was saying, what were you doing? With that kind of mindset, if you can have the opportunity, what you can see, how you can make a new thing, then many of the things are there which you can also do. So what is my point of view, that right now whatever the mindset you are having, you will have to convert it as a promoter of any of the startup, maybe started by you, maybe started by your students, maybe you both are starting it together. Right? And how that particular process happens, that is a psychological part. In some other time we can take that particular session. But no, I'm not talking about the psychological part too much, but here what we are talking about, that if you are going to start such kind of activities in your institution, in your university, what is the best way to start it? I will not try it, there will not be any blank from my side, but then today if you have any question, any kind of queries you want to make with me, you can do it. You can just ask me. You see, now I am coming to this particular topic. Now when I am talking about the student who is coming to you and he is asking or she is asking, sir, I want to have some kind of career options. What career options I am having? So as sir was also saying in the introductory session, the first one is that one can go for a job, and second one is this, that one is going for the higher studies. They are not thinking about any other option. But broadly, from the time we know the earth from 3000 BC. There are a number of things people used to do. But broadly, if you want to classify them and on the grounds of source of earning, what are the three options which we are having? Then the first option is this, that you can join any company, you can become an employee of that particular company. Now that is another question, that how in a good way you are working. Maybe you are working just like a traditional manager, or you are working as an intrapreneur or corporate entrepreneur. That is a separate thing. But the mindset, what is required for that particular person to become successful, that particular successful mindset is what? It is the job oriented, that is employees, being an employees kind of mindset. For no matter in which particular line you start your business, your business or your startup, 3 points should be clear at that particular time. At the age when you are 18 years old, at the age when you are 24 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old, whenever you are going to start your career, these 3 questions should be clear in your mind. Number 1, first part is this, that what to do, where you want to, what to do, what is your skills. It is totally depending upon your core strength. If you are a very good coder, you know what is to be done. If you are a very good carpenter, you know what is to be done. So when we actually assess ourselves that what options we are having, where we can go, then the first thing is this, that what you know, what you do, what is your core strength. If you have some core strength, that is good. That is known as what? You are a skilled person. If you are not having some skills, then maybe by providing some upskilling or something additional on that, you can come to that particular level. And third part is this, that if you are still confused, you think that you can do this also, you can do this also, means you are unskilled, you need to go to some particular domain, understanding it, and then after you become a skilled person, you know the expertise about that particular line, and then after you start your own career. This is the first part. All the students, those who are coming to you to do engineering in your campus or maybe management in your campus, they should be good in some, at least one part. And it is also applicable for you, it is also applicable worldwide. Second part is this, that when you know in the beginning also, you should know that what are my, how to get some facilities, that is what, how to achieve it. The student who is coming to your campus, they should know that what is the campus placement, what is the corporate resource center, what is the placement center. And then too, if they are some clever kind of mind, they are some, some active kind of mind, they know that who is the placement officer, how the students become the member of the placement cell, then how the companies are coming, how to serve them, how to interact with them, and then after slowly they know the system and they are having a better chances to develop their attitude, and then after to get a placement. And the third part is this, that when you move ahead, then how to get some promotions, when you are there in a job, how to get some promotions, who are the people who can help you, and that particular way, in this way we get the first thing, as you can see, that what to do, that should be the first thing which should be clear in your mind, and how to achieve that particular thing, where you want to reach, what is your success, that is the second point. And third point is this, that when you come in that particular line, then how to set your growth strategies, how to make growth hacker strategies you should follow. So this is applicable today also, this was also applicable when you were 18 years old, and similar points are also there with our students. Now this is important part, that when, as I was just mentioning, that when we are thinking to do some job, at that time what kind of mindset we require? We require a mindset in which what we say that we are looking for some job, because my mindset is job oriented mindset. In India, but generally it is seen that we grow our kids, we grow our children in such a way that they are having job oriented kind of mindset. This is how we are doing it. They say you should behave, this is how you should behave, this is what is acceptable by the society, this is what you can do, this is what you cannot do. It's like this, that we are having an environment in a job where one person can go and they can start working. There is nothing bad in that particular thing. Perhaps that is the only reason that nowadays you are finding that the number of multinational companies, international companies or transnational companies, Indians are successful and they are taking the rich positions of CEO or CXO. You know what is the reason? The reason is this, that we have groomed our people like this, that they are accepted by the society, board of directors are liking them, the crux, the core, they are liking them. That these are the people, if they will be coming, I am 100% sure that the people management will be the best. I am 100% sure that technology wise our company will not face any kind of problem. Why? Because this person knows that how to handle. Only one person is enough to handle a company. And if that particular one person leaves that particular organization, many times it is seen that that particular organization will come to the verge of closing down. Even if you are having a country population where we are having more than 140 crore of people, right? So this is 100% sure. This is good that we have developed till now, we are developing too. And the second part is this, in the coming time what I say, when we think that how, some cold type of wars are going on, in the international satire, number of countries, they are not having enough good kind of rapport with one another. You know about the Russia and US tension, you know about the US and China tension. These things are also going to affect us also. This is 100% sure. The way we are moving, we are moving to different countries, some kind of fund which is coming from other countries to our own country. So everything, these all the things are what? These all the things are 100% linked. It is 100% sure that one term gig economy, if you know about it, gig economy, when the things are done by the professionals, that revenue is going to be increased. This is 100% sure. In the coming time, by 2050, you will find that the demand of those people who are professionals, just for you to make you understand, carpenter, electrician, plumbers, chartered accountants, company secretaries, doctors, right, visiting faculty, those who can provide their services in lieu of some professional fee. If you can do that, then you will finding that later on you will find that such kind of people are also coming in a bigger way and not serving only to India but serving to all the countries worldwide. Means you are demanded from Myanmar country, you are going there for 3-4 days, 5-6 days, depending upon the demand. Then after you are serving there and you are getting something paid, right? So that is also there. And the third point is this, that in the second part, when we talk about the professional, what kind of mindset you require? You require a mindset which is known as what the professional kind of mindset. Professionalism. We are seeing your professionalism, and we are talking that what kind of mindset you are having, professional kind of mindset. Yes, there is a difference between job-oriented kind of mindset and the professional kind of mindset. The third kind of mindset is also there, where actually maybe if you say that I am working as a professional, here also you can do, but here you need some platform by which you can launch yourself, and that platform is nothing but a company or a firm. When you say that I am not a professional but I am working, I have this particular company, and this company name is Shiva Logistics Private Limited. My name is Shiva Chauhan and I am working in this particular organization, or I am the promoter of this particular startup. Then what we say that now you are an entrepreneur. Here you are not professional, here you are entrepreneur. Because you are known by your own startup. That this is your startup and that is why you are known. So what is the basic difference when we talk about the professionalism and the entrepreneur? This is 100% sure that if you say that I am a professional person, I am accepting that you are a skilled person. You know your field best. But in entrepreneurship, same thing is not expected. If you are even jack of all, then too you can become a wonderful entrepreneur. You should know that how to take work. And this is probably a difference when we talk about the creativity and innovation. Okay, this is probably the difference. Today if I ask you that what do you mean by the creativity and innovation, can you think better what is the difference between creativity and innovation? Anything? What you say? It is also linked with us with some talk which was there in the inaugural session. What is the major difference between creativity and innovation? Because this is the session of entrepreneurship. First point is this, that do you understand innovation in the right way or you don't understand in the right way? Anyone?
Creativity means invention, just invention, and if the invention is becoming popular and demanding for the society, then that becomes innovation.
Yeah, right. You all know about it, huh? So if anything new you are going to develop or any new features you are going to develop in already existing product, and that is known as what the creativity. Using only simple one word, if that particular creativity is commercialized, then the same creativity becomes what? Innovation. Either it is commercialized, point number one, or it is used for any commercial purpose, point number two, or it is ready for commercialization. Then too it is known as what? Innovation. Ready for innovation, ready for commercialization means IPRs, intellectual property rights. Right? So if you are coming to that particular thing, then what we say, this is the major difference. First time I made this model, this is my creativity, not innovation. But I sold it, maybe in profit and loss, the same thing becomes what? Innovation. First time I made that particular ball, it is my creativity. First time I made bulb, this kind of bulb, that is my creativity. It becomes innovation only if some commercialization is used there. Now but coming as he has actually said, what is there in between something new and commercialization? There is also one thing, and that particular one thing is what? Usefulness. People will buy, people will go for the commercialization only if it is useful for the society, it is useful for your future customers. If it is not useful for the future customers, they will not buy it. So this is what it is, that kind of mindset we are talking about. When we say that how best you can make it, maybe the primary job is with the professionals, and how best you can sell it. The main job will be coming to the with an entrepreneur. And because here the selling is involved, you need one platform. That particular platform could be any kind of firm or any kind of company. Right? You can make a partnership, welcome, partnership, registered, unregistered, OPC, LLP, private limited, trust, society, section, income, whatever you want. These are the options which are available in India. Whatever you want, you can open it, you can work on it. You can work as an entrepreneur, and if it is an NGO kind of structure, we will also say you entrepreneur, but only the social entrepreneur. Right? So such kind of platform is you should have. And one more important part is this, that for our own self, for our students also, it is now becoming easier for all of us to convert their mindset from the job oriented to the professional kind of, from the professional to the entrepreneurial kind of, and from the entrepreneurial to the job oriented kind of. This can be changed because environment is changing too fast. Today you all are working, but at this particular age also, anytime you can change your mindset from the employee's point of view to the employer point of view, from the employer point of view to the professional point of view. And this is the nature, this is actually the nature, how things are happening. In one bit I study, I was just reading that in US, the number of the people who have left their job because of the COVID, and now they tried many times, but now after having several kind of tries, now they are not looking for any job. Why? Because they have set their mind that now they will be working as a professional and maybe as an entrepreneur. So the time will come. And the time will come because this is the requirement of our country. It is no matter whether what government is there. BJP has started it, or Congress could have started it, or any other could have started it, because this is the need of the country. You all are the faculty members of engineering, I guess. You all are. In management, we have one term which is known as what? PEST. P-E-S-T. Some of the books will find as a PEST also. But PEST is for the political, E stands for economical, S stands for society, and T stands for technology. And if you compare it in any of these parameters, it goes down and it can take any kind of condition for the country. So unemployment is 100% linked with what? With the social reason. And it is very difficult for a country which is having a population of 140 crore, and you don't have any direct tool to solve it because of reason you know about the politics also. You don't have any direct tool to solve it. Then what the option you are having? That I know that government cannot provide you these many jobs. Our corporate sectors are also not performing as per IIP numbers are concerned, not performing to that particular level. What government want that you arrange your employment by yourself, and along with you 2-3 more people if you can engage with you or with your company. So this is the requirement of our country. And if we talk about the entrepreneurship, this is also linked with the innovation. So innovation is also required by our country, no matter what the government is. Right? So because of any reason, we also change such kind of mindset in ourselves. Now this I will just go through that. You have these 3 kind of mindset, and you can start with any time right now. The time is this, that when you talk about the era of knowledge management, which started from the year 2000 onward, at that time it is not like this, that first of all you should go and you should take some experience from your job kind of experience. Then after 5 years or 10 years, you will think like this, that should you start your own business or you should not start your own startup. So time is like this because things are changing too fast. Our youth, our people, our students who are in the first year of the engineering, they are having that kind of mindset. Yes, I can go with this particular private product, and that can click into the market. Now with this particular background, I am coming for this particular topic mainly. The thing is this, that there is a concept of triple helix. Triple helix concept is this, that whenever you want to have a social kind of change, you know about the social change? Social change from the last, from the Bhakti Kal, we are listening about the social change. Whenever you want to make a social change, three important domains are have to work together. And this is a social change, as our Honorable Prime Minister also said in the year 2016, that it is the time that we as a parent should also encourage our children that instead of going for a job, you can also think about your own business, your own startup. This is what it is required. And whenever such kind of change is required, there are three important parameters which are very important, that what kind of support government is providing, what kind of support corporate is providing, and what kind of support institutes or universities can provide. And it is important that all these three are coming together. And from the crust of it, which is having some share of the government also, some share of the corporate also, and some share from the institute also, from that particular crust, how you are going to give benefit to our young or budding entrepreneurs. How you can do it. That is the main thing. Till the year 2016, there was a limited scope or limited help which was coming from the government side. I will not say that there was no help from the government side. Government side support was also there when Manmohan Singh was there, even before Narasimha Rao was there, or Atal Bihari was there, the support was there. But this is really something crucial to understand, that many of the people, they were not knowing about it. They were not having enough awareness about it. That this is the way, this way patent is also supported by the government, this much subsidy we can get, this much, people not knowing about it because it was very limited. So in this particular way, government has come now. After the year 2016, government has come now. And number of, you will find that not a single ministry in the government of India is there which is not involved in the startup ecosystem. There is a one website, one common website known as startupindia.gov.in, where you can find all those schemes which are there by the government of India. Simple website, you all must be knowing, that startupindia.gov.in. And ministry-wise they have specified that these all the schemes are catering to such kind of people. And you will not find a single ministry over there which is not having any scheme. If you want to include defense ministry, it is there, home ministry, it is there, you name a ministry, all the ministries are there. But majorly there are 4 or 5 ministries which are having number of things which are helping to our startup ecosystem. One is the Ministry of Science and Technology, second one is Ministry of MSME, then Ministry of Education, by which we are talking about ISE, then Ministry of Corporate Affairs, that is also there, Ministry of different segment by textile, they are also supporting to their own way. Why it is having? Because there is a clear-cut direction from the government of India that we all have to together promote entrepreneurship. But till now it was not happening. It was not happening because of the any reason. Bacterism is one of the reasons. Kickbacks are one of the reasons. Because it was not happening. And why government is doing that? All the time we see the good picture of it. Government also want to come up with the ease of doing business ranking. That is why probably Global Innovation Index, GIX, previously it was known as, now it is GII. So government also want to come as a top 10 or top 50 kind of rank. And probably that is the reason that ARIA, IIC and startup hackathon, such kind of hackathon that was started with that particular reason. That we are going to collect data from all over the country, then after the country will put that particular data to the World Forum. At that particular World Forum, see, this is the India. The point was this, that India is doing not many things, but it is not known by them. So that is why very quickly you all must be knowing that in the ease of doing business and Global Innovation Index, the number of filing patent and number of filing research papers, India's ranking is now have improved a lot. So this way the work was given to this particular ministry, and they are also doing in a good way. We are promoting, we are making the data reports we are making. Ultimately these reports are compiled for our own country. That's what we have done, what we are doing. Right? So government is also having their vision, their objective, and likewise the promotion is coming from the government side. Lots of the schemes are there from the Department of Science and Technology. Lots of the schemes are there for MSME. You can go and apply there. In my ministry also, we have got support from number of ministries, and we have got some grant, some support also in other ways also, and we are growing our skills. Now coming to the corporate side. There is one term which is known as what the entrepreneurial spawning. Spawning, you all know, XP spawning. Spawning, Entrepreneurial spawning means this, that from one entrepreneur another entrepreneur is generating or coming out. I am using the word spawning. And another term is known as what a spin out. Spin out means from one company, just like the info says, another company is generating. Not with the same board of directors, with a new board of directors. Those new of the board directors could be a part of that particular organization as an employee also, or maybe as their stakeholders in other ways. Right? So from one company, another company is coming. Today, as you know, Anveshan sir was saying, it is a very right thing. There is no mentor, there is no mentee. We all are at one level. Today you are mentee, maybe tomorrow you will become mentor. We don't have competition with anyone. Now the time is this, that all the companies, they want you to come out. You start your own business. Many of the ways when it is seen that the mindset has been changed. Although the Competition Commission of India is there, you all must be knowing about it. We know that what is accepted in the competition, what is not accepted in the competition, in the competition. But it is a fact that following to the US trend of incubation, we are also promoting entrepreneurial spawning and entrepreneurial spin-out, companies spin-out. From one company, how many companies, two companies are generated. This was the only key because of the due to which the US got success. You know, so companies are also coming. Now how companies can come? One particular concept was introduced as corporate resource CSR activity, corporate social responsibility. And corporate social responsibility says, previously it was not mandatory, but now it is mandatory with three kinds of conditions. If you know about it, either your revenue should be more than 1,000 crore, your assets should be more than 500 crore, and your profit should be more than, if it is more than 5 crore of rupees, then 2% of your total profit in any quarter from last three years, you will have to spend in some CSR activities. And this happened, number of companies, they also started their own foundation. Wipro is having Wipro Foundation, TCS is having TCS Foundation, all those companies. Some of the companies which were not having foundation, they have contacted NESCOM Foundation or EdTech Foundation, many of the other foundations that you can do it from our side. Now the good point is this, that government has included that if you are also helping in the startup ecosystem, then it will be considered as corporate social responsibility. And in corporate responsibility report, now companies are writing that how many entrepreneurs they have generated. Now entrepreneur in residence is not only scheme which is coming from DST or some government scheme, it is also coming from the corporate side. So corporate are also helping you. If you start your own incubation center, you can approach to number of corporate, and they will also be facilitating. You can see as how many corporate have funded as such kind of small center of excellence that have been funded by these companies. So this is another thing. Third part is what the institute. Now why only institute and universities? Because it is a perception that these innovations are there, technology is involved over there. So TBI, that is technology based business incubator, or maybe simple business incubator. What is perception? Perception is this, that if the students are coming out, capture them at that particular time. Maybe if today they are not ready, at least that particular seed is there, if they are in their mind, then maybe after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they may think at least about it, that entrepreneurship is one word. You should know about it. Right? So institutes like yours or the universities, they are also promoting young people that you should know about entrepreneurship. If you want to inculcate such kind of qualities and characteristics, then how to do it. So this is how this particular helix works. Triple helix, one helix, two helix, and three helix. And students are basically the seed who are expected to do it. This is related with the same thing. Ultimate part is this, that they all are helping to the institute, and institute is supposed to help facilitate to the students. Right? Via which number one, you can have an e-cell in the beginning. For having an e-cell, you need not to go for any Section 8 company registration or society registration. Even with the umbrella of your own organization belonging to any of the society, you can have your own e-cell, you can have bank account opening and whatever you want, you can do. Then Center of Excellence, you can have Center of Excellence also, initially funded by your institute, home institute, host institute, and maybe thereafter you can ask for funds from different government schemes. Different government schemes are there in their website. You can go and you can approach there, you can apply over there. Related projects, sometimes we get some good related projects from Microsoft or Intel, such kind of corporate are also helping, that this is the particular project. In my university, we have got it from Incubator, that the name of the incubator with the support of Cisco. Right? So such kind of very fruitful MOUs you can sign, and you can get some projects also. Then you are having incubator. The concept of incubator means business incubator. We are going to incorporate, we are going to facilitate the companies which are started by your own students, and then after the accelerator. The main job of accelerator is this, to accelerate either the business of that particular startup, or maybe where you can help them in maintaining better kind of portfolio, or to move from one product to another product, or to move from one service to the another service. So these are the facilities which we are expecting in today's time that all the institutes should have. Number one is what? E-cell. You have an e-cell where you are going to motivate your students. Moving one step ahead, then you are having Center of Excellence. You can have some project recognition. You can go for the incubators, and you can go for the acceleration. In most of the cases, we are seeing that institutes which are having incubators are taking care of all those things. E-cell is now a part of incubator, accelerators or acceleration centers are also part of the incubator. So in the umbrella of the incubation center only, incubator only, you can have such kind of facilities. Now, what about this particular term incubator? You all must be knowing from where this incubator has come. The concept you must know. You know, or shall I explain it to you? Because you know, when a baby is born, when a newborn baby is born, generally in hospitals we used to have incubators where that particular baby is kept for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 6 hours, for 12 hours. Why? Because maybe in that particular new environment one is not able to sustain because the environment is new. And in that particular incubator we are having some chamber where that particular baby is kept, observed in a best way, so that whenever we find that now this particular person is stable and sustainable, then we can hand over that baby to the mother. On the similar front, we are also working as an incubator. But the only difference is this: it is not simple incubator. It is a business incubator. Now, what is happening when a student says, "Sir, I want to start my own company," we listen to them. We spend some time with them. And when we understand, yes, he is capable of doing it, then we say, okay, become our incubatee or become our pre-incubatee. Why? Now we are going to keep that particular person or that particular organization in our incubation center. Say if this is my incubation center, in this particular, all is my incubation center. Just for example, one chamber is this chamber number 1, so this chamber number 2, this is chamber number 3. We are having 10 offices. And with this particular tent space, we are going to provide to our students or to our companies or maybe some applicant outside our university. And if you want to apply in our incubation center, you can come. We are giving you this particular space and other facilities which we will be seeing in the coming slides. These all the facilities we are giving you. This is my job. This is my incubation center. I hope this is clear. See, as you can see that we can compare babies with n number of incubatees. Say in any hospital there could be 20 babies or 25 babies or 10 babies. Similarly, in any incubation center we are having n number of incubatees, 10 incubatees or 20 incubatees or 30 incubatees like that. In my incubation center right now we are having 10, but very soon we are going to add 20 more. We have given order to the PWD and 30 will be the total space, closed environment type of space which we are providing to our incubatees. Then there we were saying that premature kind of, then after here what we are having? Here we are having startups. There also we were having some time period from 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, 24 hours like that. Here also we are having a time period. Any company who is going to stay with us, we are having a time period. The time period generally in India is this, that for pre-incubation we are having a fixed time period of 1 year, and for an incubatee we are having a fixed time period of how much? 2 years. This is known as the incubation period. And in some conditions, some specific points, we give them 1 year extension. 1 year extension means the maximum period is how much? 3 years. And why 3 years? It is also linked with the mission period. If you know about vision, mission and objective, mission period which was 5 years, that has been reduced to 3 years in these days because of the very fast changing environment. Right? So for that particular 3 years time, we give space to our incubators. I hope this is clear. Employer, employee, likewise incubator and incubator. Those who are going to join your incubation center are known as what? Incubatee, and you are known as what? Incubator. With this, then next is what? Next is this, that what is actually the shape of or the structure of an incubator. See, this particular concept of entrepreneurship and incubator, it has also come from US, and there we were having number of incubation centers. The concept is this, that who can start their own incubator? Anyone can start. If you want to start your own incubation center, you can also start. Basically, broadly, they are classified into 2 ways. Number is what, the public or the private. Public incubation centers are those incubations generally which are supported by government. Right? And the motive is this, see, profit both can earn. The motive is this, that they are not profit making incubation centers. Whereas in private incubation centers, we are also having some private incubation centers. There they are more towards profit, how you can get some profit. So these are the 2 basic structures. Because we belong to a institution, we belong to some university, it is supposed that we are going to have what kind of incubation center? Public kind of incubation center. But if you individually or any corporate, say Infosys or anyone, they want to start their own incubation center, they are also permissible. They can also start their own business incubation center, but that could be public or could be private also. So definitely the fees what they are charging in the private incubation center, that is enhanced. The fees which we are charging or the certification fee which we are charging, or we are not charging anything, that is what kind of public kind of. So here you can see that this is how it is happening. Now if you ask me, sir, what kind of structure we should have as an incubator, where we should register it. So you can register it any way you want. You want to make LLP, you want to make private limited, you want to make public limited, whatever you want you can make. But generally it is having a structure of society in India or a Section 8 company. You know about Section 8 company? Section 8 company is a something related with the NGO only. In the new Companies Act 2013, Section 25 company was abolished, and then after this concept was introduced. Charitable. Trust and societies are not closed. They are not closed because in India proprietorship or trust we cannot close it because of the otherwise again it will problem related to the employment. We are not, but government is not promoting it. Government says that you make Section 8 company, you make LLP instead of private, instead of partnership or instead of a NGO or society or why? Because government want to take one more upper hand on it in the terms of ROC, that is Registrar of Companies. So now onwards, from the year 2015-16 onward, as IT Chennai is having incubation center, or then after we are also having incubation center on the basis of Section 8 company. Now what is the major difference between the Section 8 company or the private limited company is only this. There also if you want to start with the two directors, you can also start. Here only one licensing is required. In the total time period, if all the documents you are having to incorporate a Section 8 company, maybe between 2 to 3 months. So your own company, your own institute, your own university, if they want to start their own incubation center, it is a mandatory requirement that they should have any of such kind of structure. And most preferred is what? Section 8. Why? That we will discuss. Right? So whatever you are having a society, in that particular manner you are having your institute or you are having your group of institutes or you are having your university, but for this it is always preferred that you are having a Section 8 company. And Section 8 company can have a structure of forum or foundation or consortium or anything, a group which you want, not limited, not private limited. Such kind of structure you can have. So all the incubation centers which you see, maybe they are belonging to, they are registered under Society Act, they are as a society, but these days it is a Section 8 company. Now the point is this, that as private limited company also, as here also, we are here two type of Section 8 company. One is limited by share, one is limited by guarantee. One is limited by share, one is limited by guarantee. So in the government organizations, generally Section 8 companies which are incorporated, they are under limited by guarantee. But here what we have in the private institution, you can have limited by shareholders and your college owners or society people, they can become the owner of that Section 8 company. And that company also, it is preferred that not in the name of two persons only, one person as a representative of that particular organization and another one as a nominee of that particular organization. One as a representative, another one as a nominee. With minimum 2 number of directors, you can have two Section 8 company ready. I hope this is clear. There's no problem only with this. So in the previous time we used to have only the society. In Ladakh we have made an incubation center which is under the society only. But the only point is this, that in that incubation center you invest in some companies, into startup. You do not only give grant, you also invest or you also give loan to your startup company, which is known as at the soft rate, soft loan, 2.99%, 3.99%. If you are going to invest in any company with the structure of society, it is required that then after it should be recognized by any of the government ministries such as DST or DST. So that society plus that is required. Whereas in Section 8 company, if it is specified in the objective, you can immediately start your own. Right? So actually it is a funding organization also.
So it will be
नहीं मैम, 80G and I think we are talking 12A and 80G. 12B is nothing मैम. What is 12?
When is asking section 12B of UGC Act.
UGC law. For getting grants.
2F and 12B.
Yes.
2F and 12B for granting of
Yeah.
the funds, research funds.
That's what UGC norms.
But here we are not talking about the users now. Here we are going to have a totally complete thing, which is what we are going to help. We are going to invest in the companies, in the private limited companies of our startups. Here it is different. For this it is required.
So sir, can you explain why that you are asking that why we should go under section 8?
That is why, because immediately see, if today you have started with the society and some company is saying that they want some investment of 5 lakh of rupees or 10 lakh of rupees, then what will you do? You cannot invest directly. You will have to take recognition from some government organization, right?
That man is asking under
Yeah.
section 12B or 2F.
So for that now you will have to go for. Otherwise, immediately you can means give some fund. You can go for the loading pot also. Or although some RBI guidelines are there, only after fulfilling it we can do those things. I hope this is clear. No?
Yeah.
Here what we are doing, we are going to help them separate entities. All the startups are separate entities. Unless it is not specified in your objective when you are going to incorporate your section 8 company, unless it is not written clearly, you cannot invest. Investing is something different.
Right.
Right?
MOA and EOA we should mention.
In the objectives, that is MOA. In the MOA you will have to specify. In EOA you will writing that what will be the rules and regulations of that particular organization. I hope it clear. This is clear. Now the next is this, that how you should go ahead with it. What are the major steps? I am talking only about the major steps. As an institute now you are going ahead with that particular line, but what are the major steps? The first thing is this, that you will have to go for the fund arrangement. Fund arrangement when who are the first investor or first investors. Generally they are the owner of the institutes. They say that okay, we are going to start this incubation center with a corpus of 1 crore of rupees, or 50 lakhs of rupees, or 5 crore of rupees. First fund you have received from your investors. And why institutes are doing it? Because they want to get a better branding. Instead of only this placement cell, they are also having their incubation center. For the students who are going to join your organization, you are having a say that we are also having an option where you can join such kind of companies. And if you want to become a startup, these are our successful startups. Right? So we are having such kind of corpus you can have. If that particular corpus they are giving, then it is fine. If you think that it is not provided by them, then too you can contact any of some of the organizations, some of the well-settled organizations. Under CSR activity, you can go and you can talk to them. Okay? But before you start anything with it, at least a section 8 company corporation or the society corporation is required, for which generally 30,000 rupees is the fee. But when you will also open a bank account, at least you can start with the amount of 50,000 rupees. With the 50,000 rupees you can start, and having this thing in your mind that every year when you will go for the IT return filing and ROC return filing, you should have at least another 50,000 rupees. If you have incorporated your own section 8 company, then at least you can communicate with the world. This is our incubation center. This is ABC Foundation, ABC Innovation and Incubation Foundation, and I am working as a director of this firm, or maybe director of this company, or maybe CEO of this company, or CEO of this company, or manager of this company, right? And then you are interacting with number of companies. And that particular section 8 company can also get the status of 12A and 80G as we are getting it in the case of the trust or the society. Here also you can get it. I hope this is clear. Then the second part is this, that when it is done and your incorporation of section 8 company is done, then after you go for the first kind of recruitment. At least 1 to 2 people you are going to recruit, and then after they are going to work for your incubation center. Right? Then the next is what then incubation related policies you will have to frame out. Generally in the beginning, what kind of policies you require, what is the pre-incubation policy and what is the incubation policy. And if you are going to invest also in their company, then what will be the shareholding pattern. Right? So these 2-3 kind of policies you can frame out. Many of law firms are doing it on your behalf, but that could be some expensive affair if you say. So it is better if you can see that which all the colleges and incubation centers are doing it, and you can copy them. From From IITs you can copy them, from our institute you can copy them, from many of the institutes you can copy them, because that practices are already there. So those kind of policies have to be framed out. But a policy doesn't mean that you will have to make such kind of booklet. Only 2-page, 3-page, 4-page policies along with standard operating process SOP that will work. Some SOPs you are having, some policies you are having, that will work. At least something when I am coming to you, sir, what is the way how I will be selected, you can have something to tell them. And even you can make some posters, you can get it printed and you can paste it in your incubation center office. So this is how we follow. And then after you need a website. In that particular website, say ABC Innovation Incubation Foundation, then abciif.com or .org or .in. The website you are having, in that particular website, what many things you can do, you can put it there. But 3 major points are this, that first of all you need how people will apply in your incubation center. Application as a member of ECEL, application as for pre-incubating, application for re-incubating, an application for vertical incubation, even an application for acceleration program. These are all the things you can have in the home page of your website. Right? One is, if I want to apply in incubation center, very easily, with very simple form we can apply over there. The second point is this, and whatever the activities you are doing, some boot camps you are doing, this kind of activity you are doing, workshops you are doing, some hackathon you are doing, some business idea competition you are doing, show it like this, that something is happening. These apart from the team members, apart from the everything I am telling you. And the third important point is what are your achievements. I am talking about achievements of yours in such a way that if you say that 2 of my incubating company, they have got that revenue of over 1 crore of rupees. Any of your incubating, if was selected in this DST, so where 75 startups they have showcased their product in the DST, happened on 12th of this month, which sir was also mentioned. So whatever is your success, small success event you can put in the beginning. So after this, then after what will happen, visibility of your incubation center that will be enhanced, and the branding of your incubation center that will be enhanced. Right? And after that, what will you be doing? Then after BD, you can also apply for different grants. You can apply for different schemes. Now, when you have something, it is easier for you to apply also, it is easier to you for fill the form also, it is easier for you and for other people also to give you some grant. Very good scheme of DST, which is known as what NITI. In NITI we are having number of sub schemes also. So you can apply on all those NITI schemes, and the website is onlinedst.gov.in. onlinedst.gov.in. It is the same website by which you also apply your academic institution for department wise. onlinedst.gov.in. For the incubation centers, from NITI we are having Atal Incubation Center, AIC. Under MSME also we are having number of schemes. You are in UP Startup India also you can find number of schemes. They are giving 1 crore rupees to 100 institutes. I don't know whether it is there. In state wise also, Tamil Nadu is having their schemes. Because my incubation center belongs to Delhi government, so we have got 2.75 crore rupees from Delhi government. We comes under Manish Sisodia, this particular project. I hope this is clear. And apart from that, this fund you can also apply in some other organizations which are working. Say we got some funds from GIZ Germany. We have also got some support from Nexus Incubation Center in US. So other incubation centers which are there in different countries, there also you can approach. You can have some co-incubation kind of facilities, and then after you can start working. Right? You can also approach to some of the companies which are, let's say, Infosys or some Dabur is there. Many of the companies which are also helping or promoting. Why? Under their CSR activity, it is necessary for them to spend that particular amount. And it is a good way that how you are spending it. Something you can change, you can feel some change. So this is how it works. Then after we talk about the success story, and then after we are talking about the revenue. The problem is this, what the government is facing, that DST or any of the organization, DBT or MSME or anything, they are having this model as a project. And in any project we are having the starting point also and in the ending point also. Say if some project of TBI is given for 5 years or seed fund support is given for 5 years, right? Then what is happening actually in India, that incubation centers are working only during that particular time. As soon they stop funding, incubation centers are also coming down. They say that we are not going to fund. Problem is this, that incubation centers are not capable to generate their own revenue. And how will they generate revenue? There are a number of ways. But how they can generate revenue, in which one important part is the success of your startups, where you have invested. If they are successful, the investment fund which is coming back to you, that is going to give you a huge amount. We can generate also revenue by conducting number of training programs or accelerator programs. We have signed MOUs with 10 institutions of UP, where we are facilitating incubation centers. We are charging money from them to establish their incubation centers. So likewise, you can also do it, just like spawning. First you establish yourself, then after see that how we can have this kind of culture later on in this particular functional area. Right? So this is how you will have to think about it, that how you can have a generation of that particular thing. Right? So this is how, these are the broad moving steps. These are only the broad moving steps. Many things we do in between also. Now coming to the second part about this, the topic of this, but we have time now.
Yes.
So here we are having these all the things which we do in any incubation center. Number one is this, we facilitate e-cell also. We facilitate some projects. We have some IPR facilitation. In my university, I am taking care of complete IPR process. Then after the Center of Excellences, then excellence, then acceleration center, then the co-working incubation center. In any of the incubation centers, if you want, you can have this kind of segregation. What you are facilitating as a pre-incubation, for the pre-incubating, for the incubation, for your incubating, for the acceleration, for the post-incubation, and for the virtual incubation. See, what is the difference? If a person is coming to you, they want to start their own venture, unless they have not reached to minimum viable product, they are at the stage of pre-incubation. Minimum viable product, you know? Minimum viable product and VP is that minimum viable product which can be sold into the market.
Like usefulness.
Which can be sold into the market. Not usefulness.
Ready to sell it.
Ready to sell. If you want to know in that particular way, it is related with the POC and POV. There is the value proposition. I am coming with any of the product, this can be sold into the market, this is my minimum viable product. All the services are also product. These are service oriented product. We deal with like this. If you go to the salon, you see the number of facilities, haircut, this style, haircut, this style, baby haircut, this style, this shaving one, massage one, facial alag, or then to be having different kind of, So these all are the product. One air conditioner, one product, 1.5 ton white color, another air conditioner 2 ton, another product. AMC of air conditioner, third product. Paid services, fourth product. Right? This camera, one product. Memory card, another product. Right? So you have some product list. So any minimum viable product which can be sold into that is called the minimum viable product. Okay. How we reach to that particular minimum viable product, that you will see in the elaboration of this particular thing. Now, unless you are having a minimum viable product, you are into the pre-incubation. Now, what all the steps are involved with pre-incubation, that we will see. Once your minimum viable product is ready, then what you need to sell it. When you will go to sell it, you need a company, you need a firm, say private limited company or LLP or a registered partnership kind of firm. You will be, if required, you will be going for the GST number also. Everything you need. So when you incorporate a company, then you can apply for the incubation. See, here the applicant was individual. Here the applicant is a firm or a company. Product is ready and now you are going to sell it. How will you sell it? You need a company, you have incorporated that particular company, and then after you have applied in any incubation center and you became that particular incubation center's incubee. Okay, done? If this is a concept, then you will ask yourself, how will they have incorporate their company? So incorporation of their company also we facilitate them. We have 4 chartered accountants and company secretaries in parallel with us. We say them that okay, what is the charges, what the difficulty you are finding. If you want, we are offering this service also. you can take help from these people who are chartered accountants. Not compulsory, not compulsory. If you want, you can take this. In the market, you are getting a company registered at 50,000 rupees. With 2 directors, I am giving the same thing to our impaneled chartered accountant in 9,000 rupees. This is what we are saying. So, company is profit, then after you apply for the incubation and you get the incubation. When you are here in incubation, then we are having 2 options. Number 1, you want to become incubating only without investment, or you want to become incubating with investment. If you say, sir, I want to become incubating without investment, then it is fine, you can start working. After the incubation period, we will ask you either to graduate or you can exit also. But when you say that we also need investment, when you say that I need investment, then as you know the definition of investment, it is investment. We invest some amount to their company, that particular company, and we take share, equity. Equity is the name of the incubation center. Incubation center will take some share and we will fund them. Now, how will we know that what fund we will have to give against what equity? It depends upon the valuation of that particular organization. I hope it clear.
Yes.
Okay, once this is done, then incubation part is done. Then they say, sir, we also want to accelerate. We are not getting marketing support. We need someone who can make our website. We need someone who can make our application. We need someone who can invest in my company. Then what we say, okay, stop. We are having pool of mentors. What kind of support you want? Mentorship, technical mentorship, we will connect them to this particular person. And these are free of cost. Everything is free of cost. You want some investors? Okay, I am going to arrange some demo day or pitch day, or personally one-to-one meeting also we have arranged with number of investors. So along with the chartered accountants, we are also having facilities for providing mentors, strategic mentor, business mentor, right, or technical mentor, and some investors also in our panel. Some are in our panel, some investors says that okay, we will help you, but don't put my name. And okay, their names are not. Right? So we help you in that particular way also. So 2 type of things: incubation with investment and incubation without investment. We are also having some way of soft loan and grant also. Grant depends upon the government organization. Since we belong to a government organization, number of grant comes from state government and central government. The state away we give them. But for grant, it is not expected that they will have to return anything. They may not return anything. What is expected is this, that they will have to submit some utilization certificate along with their achievements, so that we can also showcase. We also need, at the end of the day, we also need some success stories. Right? After this, we need an acceleration. Acceleration, what is acceleration? You know, dV by dt is the acceleration, only the acceleration. That is not the only full definition of acceleration. Acceleration means you want to accelerate your business. Along with that, if you want to change your line from one to another line, or you want to make your portfolio ready, you want to make your product portfolio ready, then in terminology we use it as an acceleration. For such kind of incubation center, we are having acceleration center different. For women entrepreneurship, this acceleration center is working. For HR, people management, we are having this acceleration center. For this particular deep technology, we are having this incubation center. For this particular AI, we are having this acceleration program. So these all the acceleration programs we are running when we are working in any of the incubation center. I hope this is clear. Many times these acceleration programs are also separately funded by corporate or government. As we have applied in MSME in one kind of acceleration program, which we will be starting in the month of September. Right? So you can also apply over there. Then the post incubation, when person says, sir, now I want to leave this particular organization. Your organization is your incubation center. Why? Because of any of the reason. Maybe the turnover have reached to some point. Maybe some incubation period that in some cases incubation center that the incubation period that has been completed. Then we are having 2 options. Number 1 is this, that particular company can be graduated, or that particular company can be exited. Graduation means your incubation period has been completed. Now you can go and you can move around, but your shares will still be with me, with us, the incubation. Exit means you are buying back your share, or you are asking me to transfer your share from our incubation center to this particular investor. So this is what says exit. Exit and this. If it has been exited, then we don't have any control. But if we are having some share and that particular company has been graduated, then as the incubation cycle, here also we provide some facilitations, some help we provide. And virtual incubation, now government is asking us to open a virtual incubation center also. We are all over the country. You can reach a person and online you can help them. Except your physical space, except the physical space which you are giving, all the facilities are provided in virtual incubation. I hope this is clear.
So sir, in virtual incubations, so the virtual incubator will be telling to the
No. Incubator will be physical. Ours is an incubation center, and we are giving help to the incubatees, maybe in Coimbatore, maybe in Chandigarh, maybe somewhere else.
So how incubity will be knowing that we are having this virtual incubation?
To our website, we are promoting it.
We have to promote.
Yeah, we will have to promote it. And not only this, one more new thing which we have introduced, that if we have taken all the documents as per the requirement of everything, including the civil score, then we also give them facility that you can have your office over here, your regional office over here. In our incubation center, we have made one space, which are shared space, which is basically a shared space. You can come and you can have your small office over there. Whenever you are coming to Delhi, you can have your meetings, your conferences, which we are sharing with the university. So those all facilities we are providing. Virtual incubation is 100% free of cost from our end. Right?
Sir,
Acceleration, what we are having, see, definition-wise, acceleration is defined only at the time of incubation. Definition-wise. Definition-wise means this, that if we are a sector-oriented incubation center, and we are helping in food processing kind of thing, then we are having an acceleration program of 5 days or 10 days or 20 days in that particular time, in that particular sector or industry. Right? And if you are facing any difficulty in product market fit, then we have product market fit means product is fit with the market, market is fit with the product. If you are having such kind of problem, we are having an acceleration program of 5 days or 6 days, generally physical kind of, where we will be making you expert, you or anyone to whom you are going to nominate from your organization, from a startup. You say, sir, my intern will be doing it, this particular employee will be doing it, they can come and they will participate. It is also from our end, since it belongs to the government, it is also free of cost.
It is also like promoting, sir?
Promoting what?
Acceleration at the stage of acceleration, what we are doing for the accelerating, it is also like promoting?
Promoting what?
Promoting or incubation?
No, it is not. The motive is not this. See, ultimately we are doing it for our promotion. For our branding we are doing it. All the incubation centers are doing it. But motive is not this. Motive is to help you. That is, since you have asked, that is why I am telling you. Now I am telling you. Generally, any incubation center should have continuously, they should conduct acceleration program. So what I have told you, that is definition wise. But since I belong to a incubation center which is limited with the women entrepreneurs only, we are helping only to the women entrepreneurs or to the women enterprises which are private limited company, and the maximum shares are with the women, that is more than 50% shares are with women. The number of incubation centers also we are finding to capture and nurture right kind of startups. It is also very difficult. Only becoming a challenger is not enough. You should also have the local more kind of mindset. Right? So for that also definition wise it is not right. But we are conducting acceleration programs also in developing of entrepreneurial mindset. Or in motivating how to make your own team, how to understand people correctly, how to develop your IQ, EQ, SQ and AQ. For that also we are having acceleration program. But definition wise it is always linked with the functional areas. You know about the functional areas? Functional areas means functional objective, functional areas, department wise. Marketing is a one functional area, HR is one functional area, investment is one functional area, finance is one functional area, like this. I am clear? I have not clear. Any other question? Center is incorporated. It has section 8 of your society, whatever you want. Management is also having faith on you and you are also feeling comfortable working on it. That is also very important. Here it is not like this that you will have to follow 95 kind of job. Some flexibilities are also given to you with a trust that you are working for the organization. That we understand that whoever is the CEO of that particular organization is also working as a corporate entrepreneur. Right? So anyone is coming to you, promotion. If required, you will go for the entrepreneurial development. Entrepreneurial development, such kind of thing, we can have some kind of workshop, 1 day workshop, 3 days workshop, 7 days workshop. It is a never ending process because learning is throughout. And in this particular field, you will find that we make a person to understand such kind of things which are required in entrepreneurship for a longer period. Because anytime you cannot say that I've learned everything. So, but then generally 2 to 5 days entrepreneurship development program we are conducting in different universities and colleges. If it is required, you can also learn. What we tell them, how to develop yourself, how you can think about POC, that is proof of concept, how you can think about POV, that is proof of value, why value proposition is important, how to make pitch deck, how to pitch before incubation centers, how to pitch before investors, what is the mindset of the investor, how you can go and you can make your product successful in the market, how customer will understand about you, how to go for different kind of marketing, how you will have to recruit some of the interns because interns are available at some less cost, less price, right? So these things how we tell them. So this is after if this is done, then we make them as a potential entrepreneur. So anyone, even we, after some development program, we become potential entrepreneur. And for that particular potential entrepreneur, I am telling you one term, later on also we will see promoter should be one entrepreneur, want to become entrepreneur. Want to become entrepreneur, what I am saying, want to. It is not like this that it is some pressure that you will have to become entrepreneur. Not like this. You want to become an entrepreneur and we are giving you something by which after getting that particular thing you will become a potential entrepreneur. If you say, sir, I am a potential entrepreneur, I will use to the minimum viable product, then after a complete operation is required, and then after you can apply for the startup. Now, what is this startup? The definition-wise startup is defined by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry under the same website, startupindia.gov.in, that if you have to register as a registered partnership firm or LLP for a private limited company. And these are the conditions that the company should not be 10 years old, should not have a turnover of 25 crores, like this. These are the conditions. If you fall under this particular condition, then after you can apply for Startup India, at the Startup India website for the startup, and the startup certificate will be given to you by the department. Department is DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, which comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And as soon as you get DPIIT number, your firm will be registered as a startup. Your firm, you will not be. Your firm will be registered as a startup. But that firm should be either registered partnership or LLP, that is limited liability partnership, or a private limited. Maybe OPC private limited or private limited. OPC means 1%. Right now in India we are having 75,000 startups. 75,000 startups are there in the year 2020 in this particular market. How many active startups are there? They are approximately 50,000. But I am telling you that how many startups are registered? 75,000. Right, and the numbers are increasing. Right, so this is the startup. When you become a startup, then or even at the time when you are not a startup but your company has been incorporated, you apply in any of the incubation centers. Now, how many incubation centers are in India right now? There are 550 incubation centers are there in India, and 400 out of them are either funded by DST or DBT or any of the government ministry. How many incubation centers are there? Approximately 550. And 400 incubation centers are supported by government. And the list of all these incubation centers are again available in the same website, startupindia.gov.in. Right? Now, incubation centers say that, see, we want to serve which area? You want to serve AI? Okay. You want to serve agriculture and agri-tech? Okay. You want to serve biotechnology? It is fine. You want to serve electric vehicle and solar vehicle? It is fine. You want to serve traditional kind of? It is fine. So, what kind of sector you are going to serve is the next point, that which incubation centers are better for you to apply. Where you are going for the expert now. Expert means they are having incubation centers basically in the ready-made garments and apparel industry. Right? So every incubation center they are having some field. That these are the 4 fields where we are serving. These are the three fields which we are serving. In some of the incubation centers as us, we are not serving in any particular sector. Since we are serving only to the women, so it is known as what agnostic sector. Agnostic sector. Agnostic sector, but it is sector agnostic. Sector agnostic. Right? And we are serving all of it. It is problem for us to maintain such kind of mentors, such kind of investors. Investor will come. If it is an Indian investor, surely he is going to say that we want to invest only in agriculture. When you do that, you want to invest only in this. Why? Because they are having expertise in that particular field. And to catch some PCs, they have to have some kind of agreement with the vice, with the venture capital. It is not that easy. Or the private equity partner. That is not that easy. I hope this is clear. So when you go and you apply any incubation center, you will have to see, number one, where that particular incubation center is located, what are the benefits you are going to get in that particular incubation center, what are their success stories, which sector they are helping us, and who are the CEOs, go and meet them. If you like the team, then after you can apply. You means your students can apply. Right? So you can also enroll your incubation center in the particular website where I have seen the enrollment process is very easy, you will understand. Just extend yourself. Right? And not only that particular, when you will arrange so many activities, when you will give some newspaper advertisement, when you will give your other exhibition also you are going to participate, you will come to know about your incubation center, and at that point you will be able to enroll more and more applications. Right? I hope this is done. You can also go and contact not only your institute, you can contact other nearby institutes also. In my institute, whenever there is an orientation program, we go there and we tell them, even the students of first year, that after that or during that particular study also, if you want to have your startup, you can come and you can contact us. Likewise, we are also having a structure to show them. This is how we are doing that. Then after we speed up, you can replace this particular term as a new startup with the acceleration program. We attach some of the faculty members, some of the mentors with them, then after to the growth part, and then independent entities, business. And in that particular part, which is known as for the pre-incubation. This part is known as for the pre-incubation. We go for the, after this step, we go for the motivation, ideation, idea generation, how idea can be generated, innovation, POC, POD, feasibility, prior art, and IPR, you are also knowing about it. This also we are also signed MOU with 2 companies which are facilitating us in IPR. So you can also have this kind of facilitations. Then after pitch deck, how to make a pitch deck, and then after the presentation. Any doubt with this particular slide or any time you are not understanding? Anytime you are not understanding, please feel free asking me. Which one? Pitch deck, okay. Ma'am, thanks for asking. If you have anything in your mind, please ask me. Very friendly environment we are going to take this. What is pitch deck? Initially, when you used to present your own business idea, we were having some methods, either to show them through some project report or through some business idea. Business idea, we never prepare it unless it is not asked to make it. Generally, project reports are known as business idea in India. Generally, project reports are business idea. This pitch deck, what is the pitch deck? Pitch deck is about the business idea or your own startup. You are going to make in the form of a slides, where in between 10 to 15 slides, you can show, you can present to your investors or your stakeholders or your partners that what is your business idea.
So what is the difference between pitch deck and presentation?
Presentation is pitching. When I am presenting my pitch deck, the process is known as pitching. I want you all are investors, and I have a business idea to make such kind of plastic made flowers with some fragrance. This is my business idea. I am coming to you. To the first slide, I am showing you that why I am so much attracted with this particular business idea. This happened because of this reason. One of my family member lost. I am just trying to show you that how emotionally I am impacted by the business idea. Second part is this: who are my team members? I am Subhash. I am working with Sitaji and Sita Chauhan. These are my mentors. These are my advisors. This is the complete team. Then, What is the problem? Problem is this that so many people are finding such kind of problem. I feel such kind of opportunity. In India, how many people are doing it? Right? How you are going to take the benefit of that particular opportunity? Right? This company was started with this particular company. We have got award from this. This is the recognition. Now coming next. This is the turnover in this particular year. This is the turnover in this particular year. If not, this is the projected sheet, projected business numbers I am going for next 2 years. Right? This is my expectation that this much fund is total, the valuation is there. This much fund is required, means I am having a requirement of 10 lakh rupees. So I am asking you for people, and against that particular 10 lakh rupees, I am ready to give you 10% equity in my private limited company. And now it is your choice that whether you invest in my own company or not. So the file in the form of PPT or PDF in between 10 to 15 slides, which I am going to show you. That particular file is known as what my pitch deck. Instead of pitch deck, some people also ask, many times it is asked, that 4-minute video you can prepare or 5-minute video you can prepare. So and this process is known as what? Presentation is known as what? Pitching. Pitch deck is some file and presentation is pitching. Who is going to pitch? I hope this is clear.
So what is this proof of values?
अच्छा, proof of value. बहुत अच्छा है. We must ask. देखो, when we are having a business idea, no one can say directly that this is business idea will click into the market or it will not click into the market. So before we go for the prototyping, you know about the prototyping, na? Low fidelity, high fidelity, fidelity type of prototypings are there. So at least 10 to 3 types of prototypings are there. You all are engineers, you understand its meaning. But before we go for the prototyping, we want to be assured about it that whether it crosses POC or POV. Proof of concept, मतलब प्रोडक्ट बन सकता है कि नहीं. प्रूफ ऑफ वैल्यू, प्रोडक्ट बिकेगा कि नहीं. I am repeating, proof of the concept says that whether this product can be manufactured or not, or produced or not, before going for prototyping. Because prototyping you are going to spend time also, money also. And proof of value is this, that at that particular price which you are going to mention, at that particular price whether it will be sold or it will not be sold, and it will be sold only at that particular point if person will find it valuable, that particular product as a valuable or value product. And the combination of POC and POV is known as what? Value proposition. Value, you know not the definition of value. Some of you must be mechanical engineer. There is one term known as operation management. And this particular operation management defines values and benefit upon cost, general definition. Benefit to the customers, cost which cost customers are paying you. If this is my mobile phone and this mobile is costing rupees 10,000 with 10 features. 10 features, and what is the cost? 10,000. Then its value is 10 upon 10,000. And if I want to produce a better product, either I will have to increase the benefits or I will have to decrease the cost or both. So value is always calculated in these such kind of terms. That what is the value? What we want to sell. Right? So I hope you understand POC and POV, and with POC and POV you get what? Prototype. When with the prototype we are satisfied, after again repeating better and better prototyping, we reach to minimum viable product. That is MVP. Prototyping, maybe we need to change the design, maybe we need to change some shape, and one point we reach to actually minimum viable product. And minimum viable product is introduced into the market. Then to our journey is not ended. Then this particular minimum viable product has to be converted during the sale to the minimum lovable or minimum delightful product. For that also we are having strategies, and those strategies are growth strategies. Growth hackers are making it. I hope I am clear. POC and POV. Any other term?
Sir, is there any parameter where incubation centers they verify the proof of concepts or the proof
Yeah,
of
we do it. We are having expertise. We are also having some labs in our university also and out of the university also. We take that. And most of the time we just only talk to one or any of the experts. Sir, this is happening, whether it will work or not. Means if you are coming to me, you will not come to know that your product I am discussing with you three people. If they say that I want to meet a mentor, or sorry, I want to meet promoter, then one day I will call you. Some of my friends, they want to listen your idea, and they will be coming to you. This is how it goes. Maybe some of them will say that okay, I also want to have some investment, personal investment, and angel investment in the organization. These are great.
Prototype is also verified and to get the certificate.
Yes, at the idea stage also you may get investment. I will not say, but definitely at idea stage there are 4 stages. In the startup ecosystem there are 4 stages, and when we talk about the investment, one is at idea stage. At idea stage we evaluate generally the promoter. When the minimum value product is ready, it has been introduced into the market, then we evaluate the satisfaction of lighthouse customers. That is the first group of customers. Thereafter we also along with you as a promoter, then product market fit, then different kind of matrices which are there, then what kind of business model you are following. So we evaluate everything and then we invest with the angel investment or series A investment, series B investment, series C investment. In many of the angel investors team, I am also there. So we also have interaction with the startups. So we do understand what is there in the mindset of the startups also. So slowly you will also come to know that what they are thinking. They are always 100% attached with their startup. Many times you will find that they are not ready to take 10 lakh rupees against 2% equity. What they say that the valuation of my company is 100 crore. Let it be 100 crore. Slowly they will also understand about the market.
Sir, what is the Series A, Series B and Series C funding?
See, Series A, B, C, D are generally talked in terms of VC, venture capital firm, venture capitalist, generally. Till that angel investors are investing or the incubation centers are investing, it doesn't come under series. It is only the seed fund which you get from the incubation center. It is just the only personal funding which you are getting from the angel investment. Although there are number of investment funds, just listen, your own investment, bootstrapping, family, friends and fools. Then after come to the incubation centers where you are getting 3 types of funding: loan, grant or investment. Now listen from here. Angel investment is part number 1. Number of angel investment. Then private equity. Then venture capital. After venture capital, cornerstone funds. Then anchor funding. Then marquee institutional investment. Then for a portfolio investment, I am talking about FPI. And then you are having an option of share market, IPO. So these many options are there, and these all are the legal options. So what you are talking about starts from the venture capitalist firm. Venture capitalist firm, they say if one VC firm has invested in you, first time it is known as Series A investment. Second time you are getting some investment, so you will not be benefited only. The VC firm which invested at the first time at Series A, they will also going to be benefited. They are also going to be benefited. Then that investment is known as Series B, then Series C, Series D. In any of the series, more than one VC firm may participate. You are also investing as a VC firm, I am also investing. I hope I am clear. But one more concept I want to clear you, that is actually there are broadly there are 2 types of investment. Number 1 is known as what the angel investment, number 2 is known as what the private equity investment. Angel investment means separately you are investing, means I am investing, you are investing. And all other kind of investment, including venture capital investment or venture capital fund, VC fund, venture capitalist, they all come broadly under private equity. प्राइवेट इक्विटी का मतलब क्या है कि हम 3 लोगों ने 1-1 करोड़ रुपए डाला, टोटल 3 करोड़ रुपीस आर नाउ वर्किंग एज अ कॉर्पस एंड सम अदर टीम इज इन्वेस्टिंग इन सम अदर स्टार्टअप्स एंड व्हाट एवर द रिटर्न वी विल बी गेटिंग वी विल सेग्रीगेट इट अकॉर्डिंगली. We will get it accordingly. This is what private equity. VC is also a type of private equity. The only difference is this, that if you want to have your VC, you want to become VC, you will have to take approval from SEBI, and the name of approval is AIF, that is Alternative Investment Fund, which costs you approximately 40 to 50 lakh of rupees. This is the only one difference. I hope I am clear.
Sir, मैं सीरीज ए फंडिंग ले रखी है, अब सीरीज बी के लिए जा रहा हूँ, सो मुझे सीरीज ए में इससे फंडिंग नहीं थी, उसका अप्रूवल या परमिशन से कौन लेना पड़ेगा?
लेने जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि आपका जो आपने OA चेंज कराया है, आपने OA चेंज कराया है ना, आप सीरीज ए फंडिंग आपने किससे लिया?
और ये मैंने कंपनी उठा दिया,
किससे लिया?
एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से उठा लिया,
एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उठा लिया, बेटे हम लोग जाओ, वॉज इट इन द शेप ऑफ फर्म में उठा लिया आपने. अगर इन्वेस्टमेंट हुआ है तो आपने कितना पैसा उठाया? से एक्स अमाउंट 1 करोड़, आप उसको कितना शेयर दिया? 10% शेयर दिया ना, तो दैट इज दैट रिफ्लेक्टिंग इन योर न्यू MOA and AOA or not? It is reflecting or not? 3,000 rupees दे के बेटे we change our AOA. 3,000 rupees is the fee. Have you changed it or not? Wait, tell me. तो इसका मतलब आपने सब कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन निकाल लिया. That was not a investor. That was a full company. वो तो आपके साथ बैठे सारे एग्रीमेंट करेंगे ना, शेयर परचेज एग्रीमेंट, शेयर होल्डर्स एग्रीमेंट. You must have done it ना. किया कि नहीं किया उन्होंने? आपको पैसे दे दिए.
हाइपोथेटिकल
हाइपोथेटिकल है. अगर मैं आपको 1 करोड़ रुपए दे रहा हूँ, तो मैं वो सब डॉक्यूमेंट्स करूँगा. वो क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंट है सुनो आप ध्यान से. द फर्स्ट डॉक्यूमेंट आप सुनना चाहते हो? थोड़ा हाई लेवल का तो नहीं होगा ना, मतलब ऐसे बता दूँ. सबसे पहले सबसे पहले होता है नॉन डिस्क्लोजर्स एग्रीमेंट. नॉन डिस्क्लोजर एग्रीमेंट का क्या मतलब है? यू आर अ स्टार्टअप, यू आर शेयरिंग आइडिया विद मी, यू शुड बी श्योर दैट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्क्लोज एनीथिंग, एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई आल्सो डोंट वांट माय नेम टू बी ठीक है. तो नॉन डिस्क्लोजर एग्रीमेंट. When non-disclosure agreement has been done, then we go for the DD, that is due diligence. There are two types of due diligence: hard due diligence and soft due diligence. Hard due diligence, which are on paper, and soft due diligence, which I want to inquire from the rest of the world, how that person, nature-wise, is he some kind of person or not, making noises or not. That I will make. When I am satisfied with that, then after I will have to go for some negotiation with you. When negotiation is done, then we will go and finalize a term sheet. Term sheet is not a legal document. Term sheet will give you like all the conditions. In what condition I am going to invest in you. Then according to the term sheet, I will have to sign share purchase agreement or shareholders agreement. Or shareholders agreement along with some purchase agreement. When that is signed, after that I have invested in your money. After that I will ask you to reiterate your AOA. And in the new AOA, it will automatically come. Now, the process is done. I will become a partner in your company. The only thing is this, that in the last, we may go for some vesting kind of agreement that you as a promoter, you will not this particular company for 5 years or 6 years. Right? And for 10 years, I will not have such kind of business again in that particular area. So these all are the documents which you must have seen in Shark Tank. So when somebody is going to invest in your company, तो लिखा नहीं लिया उसको. वो आपकी कंपनी का मालिक बन गया है वो भी. Even you know if you are having only one share of any company, you are having ownership of it. Only one share of it. If you are having one share of Reliance, you are a owner of Reliance. I hope I am clear. Okay, so when a series B people will come, they will automatically know about it because it is written in your AOA or MOA or in your all the documents they are writing. Otherwise, when they will invest and they will go for the due diligence, they will come to know. Definitely they will come to know.
Sir, they are the part of our profit also.
Not only profit, everything, loss also. Sir, I do understand what is your experience, but I just want to share my one of the point which I used to talk with my students. Many times what happens now, sir, to deal but women entrepreneurs, these are the new concepts which I have learned from last 6 years. Many times it happens that generally entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs, they hesitate. They say, sir, I am getting only this kind of rupees against this much equity I will have to value. So I want to do 10%, they are asking against 5 lakh rupees or 20 lakh rupees. Then my only point is this, that it is always better to have 10% equity of a profitable company than 100% equity of a sleeping company. Actually, when somebody is going to invest in a company, one term is known as investment, another term is known as smart investment. What is a smart investment? When investors are not investing their money, they are also investing their time and their knowledge, their acumen, their expertise. You are increasing your company size, is your team. And my experience says that all those people who are increasing their team, who are getting some, I am not saying to dilute your bargaining power, I am not saying this. But at some level, you have to have a better bargaining. Make your own team as a mentor. See, sir, when say if in some voter hierarchy, if I am called by any VC or any startup, sir, please come, this is my pitch deck and I am going to interact with some of the investor, and this is pre-term sheet meeting, pre-term sheet final meeting. Then if they are impacted, then we also go. If I go there, if I am from the side of VC, I will talk in their terms, bargaining power from the VC. If I am from the startup side, I talk from the startup point of view. But if it is a amicable and healthy discussion, it is always fruitful for the startup entity. And if only because of the ego, please remember that all the people, all the students who are going to apply in your incubation center, they are psychologically very much connected with their business idea. You know the business will not work, the idea will not work, but they are not going to agree. They will not agree with such. So you will have to understand their mentality, and then after you will have to deal them. हमारे पास सर रोज 2-3 लेडीज आती हैं. अगर मैं उनको आइडिया क्या होता है सर, many times I see that they tell sir it is very good idea, I want to share, but right now I am not able to share. And one girl said 20 times she came to me, and she talked about everything but not telling me about the business idea. 20 times. Sir, now how will I get angel investor? It is my duty, sir. Government is paying me, government is giving me salary. It is my duty to answer anything about this and telling them. Sir, what happens with the food bags? What happens with this bag? And the business idea she is not sharing. And on the list, when I met before for meeting, when she shared the business idea with me, it was very common for me. I said that then too you cannot say that this will not work. Then too you will have to say that only this, that okay, you can talk to this particular entity. She also started similar kind of. This is the experience which I have made. You can never say no, this will not work. Or you will have to ask that okay, this business you want to do, then from where you will procure? Sir, that I will see, not see. From where you will procure? This is the difference between project report and business idea. You are saying, sir, this particular, my uncle is there in US and he will help you. Uncle, relations will never help you. So these are the practical things you will have to understand. Friends will never come to you, only acquaintance will work. On once or twice you may get something. And because of that particular reason, because women make them rely so much on many people that they will do and he will do, they will do, but after some extent you will face problem. So you will have to develop yourself also. Otherwise they are there because of some their own reasons. So this is how this is our work. Any other should be Shall I go ahead? Slides are done for the Arora student will come up. She is also a very good knowledge of ITSEC. So in this business incubation center we have 3 parts. Before incubation, then incubation, here. What is the basic eligibility? Student or alumni or any staff or even external member can apply for incubation. For the incubation we need a company. Applicant will be a company, not an individual. Here in the functional area we are going to invest, or here the post incubation which you have to graduate. These all the slides will be available to you. Sir, share them. Yes. Sir is having my slides. You have complete right to all these slides. Now this is important part to understand. If someone is looking for some path how to move ahead, step by step process is this. Please go through with this, and later on in the next slide I will tell you that this comes under pre-incubation and this comes under incubation. Slides are same. Just go through it, starting from this 1 to 2. Anytime you are not understanding, please ask me. And from where you can buy it. This button from where you can buy it. This laptop is mine, very good. What are the features? I am telling you about the awareness. Second part is what? Acquisition. acquisition means customer acquisition and customer retention. These are the two terms very common in the startup ecosystem. Acquisition means I am trying to acquire my customers. But when I am saying to acquire my customers, here it means it is just like a sales funnel. It is just like a sales funnel that now I also know about my customer, or I also know about my future customer. I have their names, their address, their mobile phone, their email ID. Then what we say into the second part, acquisition. The third is what? Activation means they have become my customer. Activated. They are not only subscribed, they have purchased one time my product. Right? Activation. Then is retention means I am able to retain them. The startup is not only first time customer, it is also to retain it. So I am having two types of cost here. Please look at me. At acquisition, what the cost I am going to spend, that is known as what? Acquisition cost. And at the retention, the cost which I am to bear per customer, that is known as the customer retention cost. Customer acquisition cost, CAC. Customer retention cost, CRC. Very common. After retention, revenue. I am getting some revenue. And then in the last, reference, so that I will again get some new customers. Word of mouth is one part which is known as, there is one term for this.
Mouth to mouth marketing.
There is one term, startup system, we are having a term for this. So, right? So this is what when you are going to make such kind of, it is not very easy to make the strategies. Depending upon the product, depending upon the sector, depending upon the industries, depending upon the market, we make it repetitive. It is what known as growth hacking. Growth hacking is applicable in all the function areas, but generally it is in the marketing, inside the market, or you are in the market. Yeah. Any other? By me. If I am going to motivate you, you will never be motivated. If you will be motivated, then your AQ will be very high. That is an adversity quotient. Every time you will say, sir, this is not my cup of tea. Oh, sir, I am bored, I am not able to. I was not getting time, I had some other priorities. Right? So after that, prepare yourself. Now, I am preparing that. I don't have any other line. I am not going for the job, I am not going for professionalism, I am not going for higher education. I am for that I am going to start my own business. And this is what I also want among you. I want to start my own business. Government is allowing all the faculty members to know about it. And you can have your own startup along with your students. You can become collector also. Then be there opportunity, sense of being there opportunity, and apply for pre-incubation if required. If not required, skip it. Proof of concept, proof of value. The best way of getting your proof of concept and proof of value is to talk to experts. Best way. At very minimum cost. Then go for the prototyping, minimum viable product, value proposition. This is where you have to be very conscious. Many of the startups, they go into the loss only because of this, that the value proposition has not been done correctly. Value proposition means, again I am repeating, what the value you are going to deliver to your customers against the cost you are going to charge. In any kind of campus model, you will always find value proposition at center. Because it is the soul, it is the heart. If that is fine, then customers are also happy and suppliers are also happy. Then after IPR support we are having 7 types of IPR in India. Can you name them? Number 1 is trademark. Number 2 is copyright. Number 3 is patent. Number 4 is design. Then number 5 is GI. Number 6 is trade secret. And last one, I am not talking about the computer codes like this, because computer codes and that is not patentable in India unless it is not linked with any product. Link कराते हैं लोग, अब एजेंसीज करा रही हैं तो करा रही हैं. Last one is what? Plant variety protection, PVP. Right? So we help in all these. But for a startup, trademark is compulsory. All the company has to go for the trademark. Trademark is the registration of the logo, tagline and slogan. उनको हम बनवाते हैं 2005 rupees. For that also we are having a team. And some of our students also are very creative, they make very good trademarks. हम लोगों को IPRs के बाद when we go for the deformation में we help for the women entrepreneurs we will have to help for the deformation. Many of the women they come even alone or they are coming with their husband only. Or if you want to take forward of B.Tech, I can give you, otherwise you will get it in my site, in my website. format or standard format of this. Then company incorporation, for which we are having our own team in panel. That application you can apply very easily through our website. My incubation center is Anveshan Foundation. The website is anveshanfoundation.org. If you want, I can show it here, where you can apply as for the incubating. In the incubating, you can apply. Apply, then you will be selected with as a incubating. What is the SOP we are following? I will show it to you. Then mentor support, we always connect you with some of the mentor. Then seed fund. Then after product market fit, then product marketing strategy. Then this I won't do all this. Product refinement, unless it reaches to product minimum lovable product. This is what investors need to be regularly conduct. Many times we send them to investors. And we don't please ask them. 25 improving matrices. Here are some matrices. I am not doing those matrices right now. Let's say revenue is one matrix. Matrix is numbers. Revenue is one matrix. Customer acquisition cost is one matrix. Which matrix? If I am an investor, there are 4 types of investors. It is my search that I divided them into the 4 types of investors. Investors are looking at some of the matrices. What is your total contract value? What is your actual contract value? How many subscribers you are having at your platform? How many people have purchased first time through your e-commerce website? How many people have used this particular product? What is their feedback? What is risk propensity? What is customer satisfaction level? So these all are the matrices. Generally, in the first interaction, startup says that these are the matrices I will be showing you. Investors say that this is fine, but I also want to see these kind of matrices. And you agree, you can have. This is the progressive process. I hope this is clear. There is also one term which is known as vanity matrix. Vanity matrix is very popular. Vanity matrix is those matrices which are good in numbers, but it is not going to give anything good for your business. Vanity matrix. V-A-N-I-T-Y. Vanity matrix. In Maharashtra, it is very common ecosystem. It's very common word. Many times we say that, see, you are asking me about POA. When POA is formed, then we are calculating with a new vanity. Done? So now, in any incubation center, these activities are in the incubation. This is what? Incubation. Still product is ready from the product into the market. Yeah. Now these are the help generally all the incubation centers are doing. These are the main 5%. These format incubators are coming to you. Maybe slides I will give you. Otherwise also I can share this. Immediately I will give you. The benefit is this, that here you can, your students can do it after studies also and during studies also. Government of India is interested only if you only want to know that whether you have attained the age of 18 or not. If 18 yes, then you are a director of Arora. Any of the incubation centers are providing seed fund under these three words. Either it is in the form of grant, जो लौटाना नहीं है उसका amount, लौटाना है with the less interest rate, investment लौटाना है as per at that time share value of the company. At that time valuation of the company. Apply in any incubation center. Any student or any external person who want to apply in your incubation center, they have to finalize a business idea, incorporate a company if required hybrid, because in some of the incubation, including our incubation center, we take entries at idea level also. If you don't have company, then too, we are I think the only incubation center that we are giving you the benefit that if you are not having a company, cooperative company, then you apply, you can apply here incubation. Do you know why we have done it? We have done it because number of the women entrepreneurs, they are hesitating in incorporating a company unless they are not assured that they will be getting some seed funding. So we are doing it. And idea stage also you can apply. And if you will be selected, I am giving you 2 months time. During that 2 months time, you can incorporate your company. Right? Then prepare a pitch deck. In preparing a pitch deck, we have 100% help. So you also have to help them. Then finalizing incubator. You can finalize the incubator where you want to apply technical, non-technical, agnostic, as I have already explained it to you. Then meticulously go with the terms and conditions of the incubation center. You have full right to ask. Our terms and conditions are also mentioned. Then go through the incubator success stories and views. What are the views of the incubation center? Number of incubation centers are in Delhi, are down in India. Names are big, but incubators are not heavy. So you can go and you can interact with those incubators who have come out from that particular incubation center. Then you can arrange the documents which are required, and then after you can apply online or offline. I hope this is clear. This is the SOP we are following. Read it very carefully. Step by step. Decide then whether we have to conduct selection cum investment committee meet, or we have to conduct selection committee meet separately and investment committee meet separately. I hope you are understanding my point. If you are confident about the applicants, we conduct in one only, in which we select also them and we also offer them. This much we are offering, this much money we are offering. Say total 5 lakh rupees we are offering in 2 different tranches against 4% equity. 2% in the first tranche and 2% in the second tranche. Okay. So with this SOP, you can move ahead. Now I am going to the last topic. This is the last topic. That what type of questions you will have to ask your students. It's FAQs. When they will be coming to you, what type of questions you will be asking. Okay, and how you can analyze in a better sense. See, it depends on so many factors that what questions you are going to find. What is your name, what is your qualification, what your family is there, what your parents are doing, what your siblings are doing, where are your all relations are there. See, many times people will find that why these are asking from these kinds of questions, but we are asking them. We want to understand their mindset. You don't know what kind of mindset, job-oriented mindset or professional. This is also analyzed. We are having all the career management tools, including multiple intelligence, skill inventory test, so that we can understand whether that particular person who is going to apply, as I have already mentioned, that in the first stage, what we want to know, whenever we are going to evaluate any idea stage venture, then we are going to evaluate only one thing, that is what? Promoter, not idea. At idea stage, if you want to apply anything, 80% evaluation is on the basis of the promoter. If promoter you think that he can do or she can do, then only move ahead. Otherwise, idea has no relevance at that point. So how we will do it? If you are going to ask the question, applicant, what are the motivation level? What is minimum viable product as a seed which is going to be cultivated in the market? Then what is the organization, how many people are associated, and what are the success rates? And the questions are these 5 questions and these 5 questions. That is all. First 5 questions. You will ask, why do you want to become an entrepreneur? First question is this. Let them speak what they want. Why do you want to become an entrepreneur? Do you have any valid idea? If yes, now what all they can answer? Can you imagine it? You can make such kind of attitudes. Many times at the first instant you may think that it is not a good idea, good reply. But it is possible that it was a good reply. Slowly you will understand through reading that why one person is thinking. See, who whoever has come to you now, he has come to you by his own or her own choice. You go immediately saying that yes, this will work or this will. Never talk in that particular language that that particular person is demotivated. All the business ideas are good. We are not God who can judge. And you can never understand that what idea will actually click into the market and which idea will not click into the market. We cannot do it. So listen it carefully. First question is this, that why you want to become a if we could have conducted some mock session, though, that would be a better way. With some students we can have done after we can ask some questions. And let them ask, let them tell, let them explain in their mind. Then are you prepared or not? If you are ready, then it is fine. Are you prepared or not? Ready or not? Otherwise, how you can prepare? How can you can prepare through entrepreneurship development program workshops, boot camps. So if you think that that person is having something, some ignition is there but he is not prepared, then first of all you will have to ask him or her to attend some of the entrepreneurship program, maybe organized by you, maybe organized by your mentors or your partner institutes. Let them attend. Then after third, do you have a business idea or not? Many people, they are very much motivated, but they don't have a business idea. Then how business ideas are generated from the psychological point of view? That exercise has to be done. Once that is done, then after how to validate your business idea. Validate your business idea means again the same thing. You see a POV. If you work on that particular business idea, it is going to sustain or it is not going to sustain. If that is done, then after, do you have a product, a minimum viable product is ready or not? If it is ready, just test it with a small group of customers, small group of customers or users, small group of users. If that is done, your first part is done, enter your job as a pre-incubation facilitation that has been completed. I hope this is clear. Now coming to the second part. If the minimum viable product is ready, then do you have a platform ready or not? If platform is ready, it is fine. Otherwise, you can help them from the incubation center. Do you need incubation support? Are you sure you need incubation support? I am facilitating you all those things against some fees, and that fees is 1,000 incubation per month per student. In some of the incubation centers, it is 5,000, 10,000. In private incubation centers, they are charging 20,000 rupees for per month per day. Right? Incubation center. I am not talking about the co-working space. The co-working space it is less now because of the heavy competition. Heavy competition, especially after COVID. And co-working space you will find only 3,000, 4,000 rupees and not base. Many of the incubation centers, many of the co-working spaces are there. If that is done, then do you think that your first group of customers are satisfied? If yes, have you framed or reframed your business model? Well, business model I have not spoken because it is at some different level. There are total 10 11 types of business models. Like on this spot business model you are working, customer centric or innovative centric or employee centric. Right? And then after the last layer is your platform. In your platform, are you getting enough traction? Traction means your customers and you are generating revenue or not. I am talking about revenue, I am not talking about profit or loss. I hope it is clear. From my side, this particular part is done. If you have any questions, you can ask me. My contact details are also there in these slides which you will be getting. So any questions? Maybe related with this particular topic or maybe other like also.
But explained very nicely.
Very good presentation actually.
We are not in touch of this kind of subject, so we have to.
The main hurdles, for starting incubation, incubations in our institute is lack of information actually. There are so many terms which are used in this particular session. We are not aware of that before this session actually. Like business or like many of them words are there. It's very wonderful interactions. I have learned a lot in very much less time. So thank you again.
Okay, any other query? So move ahead because people are waiting for lunch. I think.
But I am not only, we all are working together. I am thankful to the present Delhi government that they are reason about the incubation center. So we all are working together. There are total 5 schools working. So we are all well connected, very good rapport. So we all are having co-incubation kind of facilities and policies also where you can work us also, and technically we send you to some other incubation centers, say DTU or Entrepreneur Park or DTU. So that is also there. So your students can also have some, or you can also have some MOU with us. My details are available in my website arora.com. And my incubation center is anveshanfoundation.org.
Okay.
We
really very wonderful presentation, and I can